Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of Faith Forward. Happy Holy Week and happy Easter. Today's guest is from Smithfield, Rhode Island, and is in her last year as a student at SHU, majoring in health science on the pre-PA track. She has a passion for fitness and nutrition and is the president of SHU Girl Gains. On top of that, she's a member of the peer ministry team. Now, Naya Manelli joins me to talk about it all. Naya, welcome to Faith Forward.
Hi,
Thank you
how
so
are
much
you?
for being here. And happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
What are your plans for Easter? You going to be with family?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll do a little mix up with both sides of my family. During the day or the morning, I'll kind of do a brunch with my mom's side and then head for an early dinner with my dad's side. So
We're doing a brunch too. I feel like Easter is a brunch holiday.
Brunch kind of holiday.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. So you told us that you've been Catholic your entire life. So what was your faith like growing up?
Yeah, so it's always been a part of my life. So growing up, I obviously made all my sacraments, went to CCD, did the whole 9 yards, as probably every other Catholic kid did. But I always went to Mass with my families every single Sunday. And I think the most important part of my faith was that my parents kind of encouraged it, but they never forced me past a certain age to, come to Mass or do certain things. It was kind of like after I made my confirmation, my dad was always like, yep, it's on you if you want to come to Mass or do your thing. But yeah.
Did you go to a Catholic school growing up, or you were all in public school?
Yeah.
I was the same way. I went to a public middle school, public elementary school up until high school, and then I went to the Catholic school.
Yep.
And my parents were kind of the same way. Like, it's on you.
Right.
After you made your confirmation. So, and it's good because it's more of a personal relationship in my faith.
Absolutely.
So, was SHU being a Catholic school a factor that you considered before choosing a college?
Not so much. I guess maybe a little bit. I only applied to 3 schools because I remember seeing Sacred Heart on either Instagram or something online. I was like, wow, this campus is beautiful. I have to go see it. So I only applied to Sacred Heart, Quinnipiac, and then Bryant, which is near my house in Rhode Island. But after I toured Sacred Heart, I saw the chapel, which was absolutely beautiful. And I'm like, you know what, this could be a great thing for me, to come to Mass every Sunday and continue that kind of routine of my life. So
yeah, no, I kind of had the same reaction. I came here on a whim. I wasn't even supposed to come see this school, and I fell in love with it. And one of the things was the chapel, and that it was Catholic, and seeing that beautiful mosaic that they did. It's just great. And they have so many events here throughout the year. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So where did your love of fitness and nutrition come from?
Yeah. I played sports growing up. I was a lacrosse player in high school, and it was kind of in COVID, I think, that sparked my interest in it. I think I just wanted to, I was like super, super like tiny just from running a lot, and I just wanted to like get stronger. I always knew the benefits of fitness. My mom is super into like nutrition. She's kind of like a granola mom, if you will.
Yeah.
But so I've always been knowledgeable about these kind of things. But I started working out about like COVID, and then started getting like consistent with it and like really into it like the year after. So like my junior year of high school maybe. So with that, I kind of just figured out what worked for me, the kind of workouts I guess I wanted to do, and from now here I am, and I'm still doing it. So
the discipline that you have when you work out, and keeping that regimented routine with working out, do you incorporate that into your faith life at all?
Yeah, definitely. It's been more recent. I think I've been holding myself more accountable to certain things. Like for Lent, for example, I wanted to implement coming to Bible study like once a week at least, instead of just giving something up or what I usually do. I wanted this season to be more meaningful. So I told myself, I'm like, instead of giving something up, I'm going to either go to Bible study, pray the rosary, read scripture, any of those things. And I have been going to Bible study, and it's been fantastic. So
that's
shout
great.
out, Ben.
Yeah, right. And Lent is also a time, a lot of people, they are doing something more. And when I was growing up, it was always like, give something up, give up ice cream and stuff. And I did that again this year, which I wish I didn't. I gave up sweets. And I'm like, what is that doing? That didn't do anything. I wish I kind of...
We've all been there.
Right. I wish I did more of like, reading more of the Bible and praying more and stuff like that.
Right. And that's kind of the other thing too, I think, is that when we're younger, and like I said before, faith was always a part of my life, but there was never really an intention behind that, if you will. Like, again, I always knew, God's real. This is my faith. This is what I believe in. But again, there was no intention behind it until like I came to college and until I experienced certain things and I met certain people. So, yeah.
So what about this college, would you say, kind of was that driving force for you to have more intention in your
Yeah, I mean, when I actually had a friend that was in peer ministry, I think she started freshman year, and she told me about it, and I was like, wow, that could be something I definitely would be interested in. But at that point, I wasn't super in line with my faith. Like, again, it was kind of there, but I was telling Alex actually in our interview that we did, I went through something mentally. I don't know should I go into like detail, I guess?
You can, whatever you want.
Yeah. So before my junior year of college, I don't know what really like triggered it or anything, but especially someone coming from like no source of anxiety or no history of that, I guess. But I was so just not myself. I was really, really struggling. And I remember, this is kind of like my testimony, but I remember being in the car, being so car sick and just nauseous of anxiety and feeling all like those physical symptoms. Everyone, I'm sure that is listening and struggling with anxiety, they know how that feels. And I just remember like saying to myself, like, I'm so tired of feeling like this. So I said a prayer in the car and I said, this was kind of that's kind of sparked this. Not a sign, and again, I'm not supposed to test God, but sometimes things happen and you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said a prayer and I said, God, if you're up there, if you're seeing me struggling right now, like, please, please, please make this go away. And I will kid you not, the breath of fresh air I felt after that, it was like none of that ever even happened. And I was completely at peace for like at least like 5 minutes. It was actually crazy. And I was like, wow. It was very emotional too. Like I started like crying and I was like, oh my gosh. So honestly, ever since that moment, I was like, how can I deny this? How can, you know what I mean? So
Right.
ever since that and ever since that time of my life, I obviously realized that, I can get through hard things like that and
Right.
with the help of God. So
Yeah, I've said it on this show before, and I've said it, in my life. The power of prayer is really strong, and it's really special, and it's
So
your
powerful.
personal relationship with God. And I always
Right.
feel like after I pray, like I feel that inner peace, because sometimes I get anxious too, and
Right.
it's a whole storm up here.
Yeah.
And as soon as I kind of take a minute to pray,
Yeah.
it is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
And it's amazing.
exactly.
So tell me a little bit more about Peer Ministry Team and your role in it.
Yeah, so I'm on the marketing pillar, so we deal with a lot of the advertisements, social media posts, really any new upcoming events we have going on. We just try our best to advertise it, maybe interview guest speakers for Agape Latte. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but I enjoy it. Again, I like social media and that kind of aspect of things, so I enjoy it, yeah.
Do you try to recruit new students at all in any way, or do you talk to people about Peer Ministry Team and advocate for maybe freshmen to join, or just students in general?
Yeah, I mean, I always say, like, I wish I had more time, like, on campus, too, and, to kind of spread the word of these things. Now that I'm a senior, it's kind of, like, crazy that all this time already went by. Yeah. But, yeah, I wish I had, like, more freshmen and more, like, underclassmen that I could talk to about it, because I would never... something I'm so proud of and so happy that I became a part of, so.
Right, and kind of going back to your fitness thing, you
Yeah.
mentioned that you do social media with
Yeah.
fitness. How is that going?
Yeah,
You like that?
It's going okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I try to post like whenever I can, really.
Yeah.
I told myself like once I graduate, I think I'll have a lot more time to actually take it serious. I know a lot of other people that I'm friends with, like just based on social media, and they've grown their following so much, and they have different brand deals, and that's become like their full-time job, which is so crazy to me. So I always like was interested in that and think I want to do something like that, like
Yeah.
maybe on the side of my profession.
And it seems like everyone on social media is an influencer. Like I see it all the
It's
time.
crazy, yeah.
Even just making their pre-workout or their protein shake,
Exactly.
Whatever it is, everyone's an influencer.
Everyone is. So really anyone can do it.
Yeah,
So.
you're gonna make it. I
Yeah.
think you will.
Aw, thanks.
So our last question that we ask everyone on this show is,
Yeah.
how will you continue to move your faith forward?
That's a good question. This is actually, do you know the brand? It's a clothing brand. It's called He Would Love First.
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
but-
so I've ordered from there many times. I follow them on Instagram. And basically their whole motive is that I try to stand by and I remind myself of it like anytime I can, really. I mean, my roommates were actually just talking about it the other day. But basically just the reminder of when you might be in a situation and you're like, I don't know how to deal with this. I always ask myself, what would Jesus do? So their whole kind of thing is WWJD, and it's He Would Love First is like kind of their
Gotcha.
thing. So yeah. So I think just like keeping that in the back of my mind, even like during the small moments of the day, maybe I'm like stuck in traffic, maybe I'm getting frustrated, but it's just a small reminder to just, lean on God, let him do his thing.
And
So.
slow it down. The world is
Exactly,
fast.
yeah.
Just take it slow.
Yeah,
That's what I need.
exactly.
I need more of that. You know?
Same.
But Naya, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Enjoy
for
the
having
holiday.
me. Yeah,
Happy
you too.
Easter. And
Happy
good luck with
Easter.
everything after
Thank
you
you.
graduate.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, and that's it for episode 12. Before we go, I got to shout out Matt and Alex in the back. Without them, there's no show. Look at them. Oh, my. Yeah, they always do silly stuff here. But thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Easter. Have a blessed holiday, and we'll see you next time.